Despite an often growing belief to the contrary, people do want to make a difference in their communities. Let's face it, everyone knows we have important and complicated issues to tackle. Poverty, unemployment, healthcare, bullying, diversity, environmental stewardship, literacy and education, unhealthy lifestyle choices, hyperconnectivity, violence and vandalism, affordable housing, and more. Of course, not every community has all of these challenges, but most would agree we can and we should be doing better. Because each community and each neighborhood has different challenges, regardless of how many times we click our heels together, there is no magic solution or one best way. Instead, there are many ways. That's what makes it all so complicated. However, it's likely most everyone would agree on two things. The first is that we won't be able to address any of our respective challenges without getting everyone to work together. Secondly, communities get better when their leaders get better. It's that simple and yet that complicated because ultimately it's all about change and who likes change. So what's the answer? Here at the Campus for Communities of the Future, our extensive work with communities across the country has taught us that none of the change we want to see will happen without knowing and trusting one another. Trusted relationships and collaborative and interlocking networks and webs are an essential foundation if we are to grow our capacity to do the mesh work that's going to be essential for addressing neighborhood and community challenges. The transformation we're all seeking needs to originate from within, and that means strong and prepared leaders able to think within a future's context and see local citizens as the experts able to build on their community's assets and aspirations. So where do you start if you want to make a difference? Since ultimately it's about the leaders in each community being strong, we've learned that training for a local cohort of leaders is the first and most important investment. And by the way, when we talk about leaders, we don't just mean those holding senior positions. We believe everyone leads, with or without a title. We provide unique and practical training and coaching that results in leaders in your community who can work together to accelerate community potential for innovation, change, and growth, to ensure meaningful and responsive policies, programs, services, and events, and probably most important, to encourage system thinking and shared leadership responsibility and accountability. To learn more about how your community can find their own ruby slippers and position themselves for the future, visit our website at www.campusforcommunities.ca to learn more about our training, certification, tools, and resources.